Hello students. Welcome to today's class. We are going to talk about the non-contact forces that affect motion. Before we proceed with today's lesson, remember, in our previous class we learnt about the application of contact force in our daily activities. We also learnt about the various types of contact force. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to know the various types of non-contact force. Know the various applications of non-contact force in our daily activities. Now, without further delay, let us dive into today's topic. Remember, in our previous class we defined contact force as a force that acts between two objects that are in physical contact with each other. While non-contact forces can be described as the opposite. Non-contact forces are forces that act on an object without physical contact. These forces can cause changes in the motion or shape of an object. Next, we are going to talk about the various types of non-contact forces. There are various types of non-contact force, such as gravitational force. Gravitational force is a fundamental force of nature that attracts two objects with mass towards each other. It is a universal force that affects everything with mass or energy. The formula for calculating the gravitational force of an object is F equals G, open bracket, m1 times m2 divided by r raised to power 2, closed bracket, where F is the gravitational force. G is the gravitational constant, which is always 6.67 times 10 raised to power minus 11. M1 and M2 are the masses of the objects. R is the distance between the centers of the objects. An example of gravitational forces: tides. The gravitational force between the moon and Earth causes the oceans to bulge, creating tides. Magnetic force. Magnetic force is a fundamental force of nature that arises from the interaction between magnetic fields. It is a force that acts between magnetic fields, either attracting or repelling each other. The formula for magnetic force is F equals Q times V times B, where F is the magnetic force, Q is the charge, V is the velocity, B is the magnetic field. An example of magnetic forces: when a magnet attracts nails. A magnet attracts nails due to the magnetic force between the magnet and nail. Electrostatic force. Electrostatic force, also known as the Coulomb force, is a fundamental force of nature that arises from the interaction between charged particles. It is a force that acts between charged objects, either attracting or repelling each other. The formula for electrostatic force is F equals K times Q1 times Q2 divided by r raised to power 2, where F is the electrostatic force, K is Coulomb's constant, which is always 8.987 times 10 raised to power 9. Q1 and Q2 are the magnitude of the charges. R is the distance between the centers of the charges. An example of electrostatic forces: lightning. Electrostatic force is responsible for the attraction of charged particles in a thunderstorm, leading to lightning. Great job, students. You are doing great. I have two assignments for you to work on. Number 1. List 2 characteristics of non-contact force. Number 2. List 3 importance of non-contact force in our daily lives. You've got this. Before we end today's class, let us summarize on what we learned. Today, we learned about the concept of non-contact force, the various types of non-contact force. Alright, students. Great job today. In our next class, we are going to talk about speed and velocity. Thanks and goodbye.